Tristan from the pick and roll. Jacob, that must have been a tough last quarter to watch. Obviously, the Sixers were shooting very, very well. What was the difficulty in getting out to those closeouts for the shooters particularly? Was it just the momentum was just too much to keep up with in the end?
I thought they just had their run real late. Obviously, we probably need to give you a better answer, probably need to go back and look at it and see how much of them were tough threes and how much of them we could have done something about. And I'm sure there would be a good balance in both ways, you know. So obviously it is tough. I thought that we needed to find a way to get the run back. Obviously we tried with the changes of defense, and again, it's just some lapses towards the end, and maybe that's just some reps. We need some more reps to get it done. But the change of D and the lapses defensively, especially late in the clock, is the thing that hurt us.
And for yourself personally, obviously you were just finding yourself at the NBL level as a head coach, and all those years under, of course, Ryan Gorgon naturally. Are you finding that you're starting to work out your identity as a coach and what kind of style you want your team to play?
Yeah, I think it's got really nothing to do with me. It's what kind of players we have, and then I try to put the best style to suit them, and we make adjustments every week. In regard to being a first-time head coach, I guess I've done that now a couple of times, and now it's time, and I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything like that. Just it's time to now focus on the group, focus on how we win basketball games.
Thank you, Jacob.
No, good.
Tyler, your teammate Deng Deng was fantastic this afternoon. Kept finding some really great shots. How much of an improvement have you seen in him from his previous seasons?
Yeah, even last year in Brisbane, Deng Deng made tremendous strides. So having him on my team is nice. So he's been improving his game day in and day out. It is fun to see. But look, man, at the end of the day, we all got to improve. We all got to get better, and that's how you win games. But it is nice to see Deng Deng playing well.
It was tough coming up against your former teammate Antonius Cleveland this afternoon. Obviously, a lot of guarding from him. Craig Randall obviously spent some time on you as well.
Yeah, I see a variety of defenses every game, but we got so many weapons around, it doesn't really matter who's guarding me. We got guys that can put the ball in the basket, including myself, but at the end of the day, it comes down to finding ways to win, and right now we haven't done that, but I know this team. I've been around this team for 2 years. We don't have guys that will sulk and, get down on themselves. We'll find a way to change this season around, but it's still a tough stretch right now.
Thank you, Tom.
Just got some questions on Zoom, please.
Easy.
Mitch, the floor is yours.
Hey, Jake. Hey, Tyler. Jake, you've gone now to two really good teams. A lot of teams, people are thinking they can win this thing. You've gone to their place and you've brought down and really given them all they could handle for patches. But, is it just going to remain hard for you guys to compete over those 4 quarters whilst ever you get that import down and that backcourt piece down?
Yeah, I'm not going to give myself or the staff or the players any sort of outs today on that one. Yep, we are down a man. Yep, front office is working hard to find someone. It's a tough period to find someone and get the right piece available. But at the end of the day, the last 2 games have been winnable. Yes, would a guard help? Another guard help in the backstretch of the 4th? Absolutely. But when it comes down to it, and we're fighting for that playoff position, no one's really going to care, and especially the group, myself and the group. Yes, all those outs. But right now we're playing basketball games without, and we've got what we got in the room, and we believe on what we got in the room. But now we need to deliver.
And I guess, like you said there, fourth quarters, it's starting to become a bit of a trend for you guys, struggling to, control those runs and keep a clamp on teams down the 4th and probably getting bogged down offensively yourselves as well. What can you put that down to in those sort of late game sort of? It's been 2 games away from home. We could put it down to a lot of things, and some in our control, some out of our control, and we'll go and review that. Obviously having some fresh legs would help. Maybe an offensive structure that we could add. Maybe some luck. Maybe a call go our way, something that way, or maybe we just do better at home. I'm not
I mean, I don't think it's a common trend right now with us. You know what I mean? Maybe if you give me a speak, 3 or 4 games, and then we'll start to see it as a common thing.
And I guess you're going back to Wollongong, and you can go to sort of 2 and 3. I guess get a win on Monday. It's probably an important one, but it looks very different to, I guess, 1 and 4, and it puts you in a pretty good position. You'd probably take that if you can get back to that position on Monday in a big one at home.
Absolutely. I mean, the 2 teams we've played the 3 teams we've played, Sydney, Perth, and Adelaide, they're all winning it. I mean, only one team can win it, and they're all winning it, and they can say what they want. That's a good they're good basketball teams. So again, and I'm not saying anyone coming up is any easier, but we're playing those guys pretty hard, and we're doing and our spot for mistakes, we don't have a great scope for mistakes. We every time we make a mistake, it seems to count a little more than the other team. But that's what happens when we're playing good teams like this. So again, I thought we shot ourselves in the foot with Sydney with how many points they scored. I mean, 90 points for them is a little lot, but their firepower, the kind of style of game they play, it's not out of the realm, especially with some of the shots they hit at the end. But again, I think we've played 3 out of some of the top teams in the league, and we played them tough. But I thought Sydney and today and even Perth, we could have won all of them, and we could have been the talk of the town.
And Tyler, just for you, you've obviously played a couple of really good teams, pretty close, being a little bit sort of undermanned. Do you feel that this team, you can't change the result, but do you feel it's playing better basketball than a 1 and 3 record at this point?
Yeah, obviously, our record is 1 and 3, but I think we are playing good basketball. We just have those stretches that they hurt us. They go on a 10-0 run, and we do stuff out of character. So it comes down to us as players. We have to be more disciplined on the court, especially late in games. But you know what? We're only 4 games in. We will turn this thing around, and we'll look back on this, and this will be a turning point in our season. But right now, yes, it does sting, but we are going to turn this thing around.
And just last one for me, we spoke about it in pre-season. Your 2 seasons with Illawarra was really strong start, and then sort of late having to pull yourself out of a hole, and last season it was a really slow start and having to back end it. Are you hoping that you can string some together now and not be, I guess, hole at either end of it, and sort of can have a more consistent run into hopefully playoffs and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously no season is the same. We've been fortunate enough the last 2 seasons to start off hot, but you know what? This is a new year. We have new pieces. But the good thing is, every one of those years, we've always come out of these little rough patches, and we've become a better team that peaks at the right time. So, like I said, it is tough right now going through this. We'll watch film, we'll learn from it, but you have to have short-term memory in this league. We come back Monday, play another tough team. So if we dwell on this too long, that's not going to go well for our season. So we're like I said, we're going to turn this thing around. We got guys in there that mentally tough guys, and coach is going to lead the way for us.
Thanks, guys.
That's awesome. All concerned, boys.
All good. Thank you.